I want to talk about the Baltimore Ravens right now. Now, the Ravens, see, sometimes, do any of you have a diesel palate where somebody's like, yo, those wings, they hot, man. You want to be careful. When you eating them, you're like, where's the hotness at? It's
I'm the
not even
opposite.
hot. Like, it's not even hot. The Ravens are in this category because there was a point in the season where they were 8-4, right? They were hot. They were almost at the top of the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all of a sudden, they find themselves outside of the playoff picture. They lost 3 straight games, and 2 of them, they had a chance to win or at least go into overtime, but they went for 2. And they missed both times, took 2 L's, and then the Bengals just finished them off. Now, the only way they'll make the playoffs is they need to hope for other teams to lose. They don't control their own destiny. So the Baltimore Ravens, I'm going to have to say, if you put them on the chart of wing spice, they're up there in the smiling. You eat these wings with a smile because they just not spicy at all. I'm talking like your teriyaki wings or your sweet barbecue. The Baltimore Ravens, mild sauce.
You know who's mild for me? It's just like, it's not even mild. It's just like, it's almost tangy at this point. I wouldn't even call it. You can give this to your children. They'll be okay. The LA Lakers, you can feed them to your children. You'll be just fine because they are so mild at this point. We had look at their roster, right? It's just like the roster from 5 years ago. Wow, that would have been amazing. But good Lord, they are just, the wheels are falling off. Everybody's trying to put them back on together. Then they just keep just getting worse and worse. And the age factor is getting worse as the season goes on. They're calling guys like Isaiah Thomas to come out. And I know COVID protocols, but come on. He's going out there and throwing up 32 points in 2 days for this team. Like, we never would have thought that this, I personally preseason never would have thought it would have been this bad. Losing 5 straight right now. They're real close against the Rockets, who've been playing real solid like season so far. Super mild. I have no spice left for the Lakers. They might be my flavor of the week. If you
all right, it's tough to bet against LeBron, man. I never want to jump off that ship, but man, it's not looking good. They're gonna need to retool for sure.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
That's it for me. That's my mild. Have it. Yeah. It's delicious.
Yeah, we need street clothes back. AD needs to get back out here and play like it's hot 10 guys.
Hey man, that's a fire nickname for him. Street clothes.
Yeah,
that's all you be wearing.
Coining that one, man. That's funny.
There you go.
So I got a mild sauce. I'll tell you something. It actually is kind of a combination of, some of the factors at play, right? Some of the things that Will said where, it depends on the palate, right? And then something that CJ said about the age factor here. I'll tell you one thing. One of my teams was only had 2 losses in the fantasy football season. And, that obviously meant that I had a bye for the first round of the playoffs. And I lost straight up in the semifinals, first game of the playoffs, because of this organization and the terror that took place. My mild sauce of this episode of the Side to Side Sportscast is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers without Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Lenny Fournette. Brady needs his weapons. If there's anything we found out from his last year in New England, why he's even in Tampa Bay, is that Tom Brady needs weapons. He doesn't have them. He's mild.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep him on with the man of the hour with Dame. I'm going to stick with the Blazers. I think they're about 13-19 or 13-20 at this point. That things definitely haven't gone how I think Dame envisioned it coming in. I know Chauncey, their coach, Chauncey Billups, has COVID right now. They got a bunch of guys out. CJ's out. And I think they're just at a crossroads. I think Dame's got to realize, like, if I want to win, I've got to leave. Like, what move do the Blazers have to make? I think they're just like running in mud right now in quicksand, and I think they're going to sink fast. I don't think they have another card to play with as far as like trading a young asset for a star. And I think if they miss the playoffs or miss the play-in, I think Dame's really has to take a hard look and be like, do I want to stay here and lose, or do I actually want to win?